calm tone, steady, clear, breaking down the lessons, erasing the fear. From takeoff to landing, he covers it all. In his virtual cockpit, you'll never feel small. A community's heart, a mentor, a friend. He'll stick by your side till the lessons end. It's more than a game, it's the art of the air. And with Forder's guidance, you'll always get there. Fly with Forder, where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom, where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. From the first cold start to a perfect glide, Forder's dedication is our joy and pride. In every stream there's magic to find, a passion for flying and a heart so kind. Fly with Forder, where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom, where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. So here's to Forder, our guide in the air, a pilot of patience with a heart that cares. With every new lesson, our dreams take flight. Flying with Forder, we reach new heights.
And
Perhaps
a big check of 1, 2, 3.
This rap says not too late tonight, please. Superfly has to eat.
That's right. Yeah, we won't be too late tonight. It is Thursday, Cockpit Chatter. Welcome everybody on Twitch. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's our time right now is just after 5. And what's your time? Type it in chat, you guys. And let's see where everybody's tuning in from and what time zone you're in. So that would always be interesting. It's a worldwide broadcast, you know, which a lot of people, some of them even tune in at 2 in the morning. I don't know. I'm sleeping in, right? Flying Tritz is in chat. You guys say hi to Lord Frights. This is great. And maybe I won't say anything yet. Okay. Houston, yes. Charlie's in Houston, and so was Mike, and you guys had dinner together, right? Rad's in Newfoundland, you guys, and it's 18:38, which is an hour and a half later than we are here in Eastern time zone. Super Tide 2106, woo, getting late. No wonder. 1409 Pacific time, Dane Simmer. Way over there. Wow. It's only 2 in the afternoon. Look at the difference, you guys, right? The Maverick Mike says, hey, Forder, where will I find you at Sun and Fun? I shall be mostly on Taxiway Foxtrot. I'll be out there all by myself because the crowd will be behind the crowd line. So I'll be on the side of the aircraft. You will see me just yell. It's like, hey, Forder, let me into the front of the line. And I'll get you to the front of the line. But, I'm managing, I'm keeping people away from propellers. So my main job is crowd control, that's for sure. And you'll see me, I have a red hat and a microphone and a vest, and, I'll have to be very visible so that the pilots don't run me over, right? Correction on your part for Fritz, he says, hope you were all well. Okay, what did you say the first time? Hey, old Mambo says 2210 in Sweden. Wow, nice for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in so far away. That's so cool. See, this is very interesting, you guys, when you guys tune in from wherever you are. Andrew's on the East Coast, and I would have to say you are an hour behind me.
Nope, I'm an hour ahead of you.
God, I can never get that right. I can never get that right. It's Ace that's behind me. Yeah, Ace is behind me an hour behind you. 2
Yeah,
hours.
it's 1810 where I am. Half hour later in Newfoundland, Labrador.
So Maverick Mike, you're gonna have to, say, "Hey Forder, I'm Maverick Mike," and everybody will look around, going, "Okay then." But that's where I'll be most of the time, like 12 hours a day, So, but on the evenings that there isn't an air show, like the Tuesday evening, Thursday evening, Friday evening, when there isn't an air show in the evening, I got some free time, so we can go and see stuff or do something, But the Wednesday and the Saturday of that week are air show times. So we get 2 air shows, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. And the air shows in the evening, you guys, they got everything from fireworks, live airplanes flying around the fireworks, to drones. I mean, amazing amount of thousands of drones in the air doing that too. I mean, oh my gosh, these night air shows, you guys, these night air shows, and then the fireworks afterwards, and the drones and all that. Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it. Come for a day. Come for a week. And and if you want to do some camping, let me know. And we all camped. A lot of us camped there. Tons of us camped there. There are an east and a west campground right there at the airport, and plus everybody who flies in can camp under their wing too. So it will be cool. I won't be flying in, but I'll be flying out in an R-44. Nice. Can I get that on film? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, DNH, I think drone shows should be the future of fireworks. I don't think they should keep doing fireworks. I know they will because, it's exciting. But, cats and dogs go nuts. People, veterans, it affects so many people, fireworks. And, not to mention the noise level. Most people don't wear ear protection, right? A red R-44. That isn't the one sitting right out at the start of the entrance, is it? The one that's not flying? You're going to get that working? I got a picture of that. Yeah, I got a picture of that somewhere. But I'll find that picture. Andrew, what's new in your neck of the woods before we talk about other things? Because I got a couple things we want to talk about tonight.
It's been sunny all day.
Sunny. That's a song, right? That's all I know. Just the first word. Sunny. Thank you for the something. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Let me see if I can find something here. I've got a red R-44 from Sun and Fun sitting right here. Maybe it's yours. Maybe it's yours. So, Andrew, you going to come to Sun and Fun in Florida?
No, I don't believe so.
I thought I'd put him on the spot because I know he's going to say no, right? Brand new, just built last year. How do you get to fly something like that? Huh? Are you flying it? Are you a passenger? Do you know somebody who's flying it? How do you get to fly that? Tell us about that. I'll give you guys a picture of an R-44 here in a second. A real one that I took a picture of at Sun and Fun. If I could ever get to those pictures. Oh yeah, right here. So you guys, this is our Thursday Cockpit Chatter. Now, for the first 2 years of the sim, 2020 and 2021, we had home cockpit photos. But they're still there on Discord, you guys. They're still there. But we had less and less and less of them. So, not everybody's sharing the pictures from their home cockpit anymore. And it doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be the most elaborate setup. It doesn't have to be the most expensive. It can be a simple Xbox and a controller. Show us what you got. And, we remember back in the day, Andrew, when Oz Nomad would show us a table that he set up, a portable table that he set up inside his caravan, as I learned to call it, inside his trailer. He set up a portable table. He put his Xbox on there. He put a TV on there, and he played with his controller, and that was his setup. And when he was finished flying, he would tear it down because that was part of the living space of his trailer. And he traveled all around Australia with the thing, right? Him and his wife, and so that was his setup. It was kind of cool. Who was the other one, Andrew, that had 4 controllers with batteries? And as soon as one dies, there goes the next one, right?
Yeah, that's the real Charlie 6.
The real Charlie 6. Yeah, right. Got Friends released a tool to bring back the old weight and balance the screen. Wow, cool, Ace. Yeah, I was just mentioning that on Tuesday that I still love that old screen. Yeah, that's cool. That is great. And Tom Heed in our chat in YouTube right now says, "Hi, watched you talk from Flight Sim Convention. Instantly a fan. Great channel." Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I love it. That's great. And thanks for tuning in here. And we've got a couple of you there also on YouTube. One, Luke, you're from Vancouver, and you are way back 3 hours. Way back. Same as Dane Simer. You guys are both in the same time zone. You're probably neighbors. You don't even know it. Philly Roche, how you doing? Hi from Ireland. Been sunny all week here too, strangely enough. Sunny all week? I know what that's like. I'm in Florida right now, you guys, and I don't want to rub it in, but my wife and I were playing pickleball this afternoon, you know, in the sunshine. It got too hot. We had to take water with us, you know, sunscreen. But, you know. So, Mike, yeah, post a pic. That'd be great. Yeah, and Oz says, yeah, those were the days. And then since then, he posted a picture. Since then, Oz posted a picture of his setup outside of his caravan, where he made a I don't know how you made those walls. They were temporary, right? Or there was some type of material. Like he made a room outside his caravan and then plugged everything in there. Like, you know, now he's expanded to the big times. And now he owns hundreds of airplanes in career mode. So Oz, I have to tell you, I mean, I could go to career mode right now. I have to tell you, I did finally buy the $23 million CL415. I finally bought one. And on my first mission, taking it real gentle with the engines because I was warning everybody else about the engines. The thing failed on takeoff. I mean, engine failure on takeoff. I still put the fire. I mean, I dumped my first, you know, swing by and did my first dump on the fire, and it was excellent. I had to do 5 more. As soon as I got back down to the water, I couldn't lift off again. As soon as I started scooping, I scooped 75% so I wouldn't fill the tank. Couldn't get back off the water. Engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. It's like, are you kidding me? I cannot make any money with this thing now. So I sold it. Yep. Oh, what's that all about? Manx, what are you doing, man? You're filling our chat. What's going on? All right. See if you can condense that down into a short URL, right? Weird weather. Oh, we're speaking of weird weather. Okay. Possible severe weather for your area in the daytime and snow later at night. Yeah. Why not? Right? Why not? Flipper Alloys in the house. That's cool. Checking in from snowy Edmonton. So Kong's 35. Say hello to my sister. She's in Riley, Alberta, which is just south of you. You might even know the place. I think it's a village of 700 people. I was impressed when she became the mayor, and I said, how many are there? Oh, about 700. So, yeah, I remember driving through the snow. It was a lot of work. So Maverick Mike, you're a passenger. He picked it up in California last year, and he's not flying it from California. No, he said it's brand new, right? Is he flying it from California into Sun and Fun? I don't know. You know, an R44, they're not made for long distance cross country, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's really cool. So Ace, I'd be interested in a link for that from Got Friends. And Super Tie 1808 here, not 21. Okay, that sounds better, right? Yeah. Okay, and then I'm not sure what the reference is to Allison. What's that for? No Allison this Saturday. Okay. Oh, no, yes. Allison.
No, Allison. She's at Flight Sim Weekend.
Flight Sim Weekend, and that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Great segue. So this weekend is FS Weekend, and Say Intentions sent us all a note, us who are partners, saying support may be a bit slow because all the team is there. They're all there. Brian's there in person. He's actually speaking on the stage. So, you know, that's a big, huge thing, you guys. He's also going to be at FS Expo, where a lot of us are going, and like he did last year. And we hope he'll be speaking on the stage, because that was the second point I want to make. The survey from FS Expo went out to all those who registered. The survey asks all of us which seminars we would like to see that we're most interested in. And they gather that data, and then they tell us if we're speaking or not. So I've been lucky enough to speak for 2 years in a row. You never know. This year, the topic, you know, I'm doing career mode tips and tricks. This year, the topic might not be good. It's like, nope, we don't want to hear Howard again. So you never know. So you guys do your vote thing, and let's get the topics on stage that we want. And I can certainly be flexible too. If they needed some other topic that still isn't on the roster, I could certainly work on that and make some curriculum and make it happen. But yeah, we'll see how that looks. Ace Meyer says to Ace, I was already looking it up when Howard asked for the link. Oh, that's cool. So you found the link. There it is, weight and balance tool. So thanks for that, Charlie, and thanks for that, Marnicle. You got that too. Thank you for the. Hey, look at you guys go. Could one of you pop that over for Tom and Luke and them who are in YouTube chat, and let them have that link too? That would be cool. Kate is in the house. Lurk. How you doing? How you doing? Let me just go to that tool. If I could just get to that tool before the chat finishes here.
Dane in Cockpit Hardware under, I think it's in General.
Cockpit Hardware, yes.
Where is it? Just give me a sec.
Look at this legacy weight and
Cockpit
balance.
hardware. Yeah, no, cockpit hardware is in the flight sim section.
Let me ask this. Let me ask this, you guys. I like the old interface for weight and balance, but you know we have been using the new interface. Holy moly, we've been using the new interface, but do we really need the old interface as much as we love it, right? Oh, that's not going to work. I guess I better update my phone number to Got Friends. That's my new number. I've had this new number now since November, but I guess I should update people on it. Anyway, I was going to go grab it, but maybe not. Let me just give me a second, you guys. So that's a pretty cool tool. Do they explain why, or they just say, here it is, and look what we did? I don't know. That's kind of cool that they have this special tool that we are so used to. There we go. And that should have done it. Complete the order. And it's being processed. And I should just go and download it, I guess. It's processed, but I don't know what it is. Must be in my
Red,
downloads.
thank you for that. Old Man Boss saying thank you to Red Baron for the gift sub. Very nice of him.
Wow, gift sub, that's cool. I'm catching up in chat here now. Okay. A says, give it enough time and we will successfully rebuild MSFS 2020 and 24. Okay, that's why you're giving him directions on where to put pictures. Yeah, you guys, and that's upload your photo of your home cockpit or anything related to your flights here in the sim. And in real life too, we take those pictures also, but we do have a separate section for real life videos and photos. But this is for looking at your home cockpit. And I can give you, you know, I think you've mentioned the link already, Andrew, but we can show you where that is. And Old Man Boss, I'm just catching up in chat here. You are retired? Yes, we are the retired. And you have glided about 1,000 hours. That's cool, right? A Yak 52 for 15 years, right? Competed aerobatic and display, now only MSF, and I love it. Often follow you before bedtime in Sweden. That is so cool. Thanks for tuning in and saying so. Nice, nice, nice. And anything that you really need us to do on the channel, this is the time to do it, you guys. On our Thursdays when we can have conversations. Tuesdays are lessons and we have to really pack it in. Saturdays group fly, we can chat about stuff then on Saturdays if you can tune in on our group flies. But tell us what you need or what kind of lessons or what kind of sessions, and we will cater it to you guys. You guys are the ones that support the channel and you're the ones that show up, so let us know. The Viper demo team. Oh wow, you work for Lockheed building the F8 F-16 and those. Ooh, Maverick Mike, that's cool. So you're not actually far away. I mean, you know, South Carolina to Florida. I'm going to presume you're going to drive here, right? It's like maybe like 6 hours maybe. Yeah, Kata, you mentioned this last chat about tempted to make a Vision Jet cockpit. So you're serious about it. You mentioned it twice now, huh? So, you know, was that because of my inspiration or you were already thinking about it, you know? And Old Man Boss, thanks for your sub. That's great. Ace, do you have my new number? It's a 407. It's a Florida number, you know? And let me just tell you guys, I just want to say it right now. If anybody is thinking of switching to a USA phone number, because that's the only ones they do, there is something I have now called Mint Mobile. I did all the research. My wife and I were each paying for international phones, Canada, USA, and Mexico, but, you know, international phones. We were paying $125 each for our phones a month. So it was $250 a month. And, you know, obviously when you're not working, you want to start reducing your expenses. So we were looking around, we were trying to find different rates, and we were looking at Spectrum, we were looking at all kinds of different carriers, you know, T-Mobile and AT&T and all the rest of them. So we ended up getting, get this you guys, Mint Mobile for a person who's not a senior for, I don't know what their cutoff date or cutoff age is. I think it's 60. But if you're not a senior, it's $45 a month. And that gives you unlimited talk and text, 5 gig of data, which I never get near. And it gives you unlimited talk and text in the USA, Canada, Mexico, and UK. And we have, you know, our son is growing his family in the UK. And of course, we live in Canada in the summers. So this is a perfect plan. And now get this for seniors. But wait, there's more. And for seniors, It's 15 a month. Now, to get that rate, we have to prepay for a year ahead. So it's 180 a year. So not much more than we were paying a month. We're paying for a whole year now. I mean, this is, and we're getting more coverage, and the reception's been everywhere I've been, all over the places. And our travels from Canada to here have all been great. And it's just, I just can't believe that they can do it for that price. And, you know, giving seniors a break too, which is actually a really cool thing. So, you know, we first, you know, my wife was a guinea pig. Let's have her try it first. If it works, I'll change over. And so then I did. So it's called Mint Mobile. If you guys are thinking of doing a Mint Mobile thing, then let me give you a referral code. I'm not going to push the code here or anything like that, but I'll give you a referral code. Just ding me in Discord. And then I'll give you the referral code, which gives you a discount or gives you the first 3 months free or some foolish thing like that. And I think it might even give us a 1 month free, which is $15. I think it would, you know, if we have a successful referral. So, you know,
Hey,
that's actually a really cool feature. The fact that referral codes help, you know, I got a referral code too if you're buying a Tesla, but I don't think anybody's buying a Tesla right now. So you don't need that referral code. So Super Ty says, the Sim doesn't have a Yak 52 yet. Many of those are here in North America. You know, I've actually seen or heard of a Yak 52. I don't know if it's a third party for the Sim. But Super Ty, you haven't heard of it even as a third party? And I'm catching up in chat. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Yeah, so Maverick Mike, you're flying into St. Pete. Okay, okay, and then you're heading from there. That's cool. Chili Beams, are you staying like in, are you like staying camping? Are you in the west or the east end? We'll have to get together. It'll be cool. I'll have a golf cart to drive us around, so. Chili Beams, hi. Have you ever had a bug with mouse on Xbox that drops off before entering main menu? Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't dropped off. It's just when you go use the right mouse button, it flips everything really fast, so you don't know where it's going. That's what I've seen, and that's been a common thing in the Xbox. I would swap, I mean, just a simple thing, swap the USB port for your mouse and your controller. If you probably have some kind of controller, right? I don't know, sometimes swapping it to another USB port, it's like, sometimes it actually changes something. Quite honestly, and I'm a technical guy, quite honestly, I don't know why that is, but sometimes that's the only thing you need to do. I don't know, that's, you know, what else can you do on an Xbox? You can't really get into the meat of the thing, right? Yeah.
Hey, Vlox.
So DNH is already connecting with Maverick Mike saying, can you ask Lockheed to build me an F-16? And who are you saying hi to? I haven't caught up that far in chat. I better move faster here, right?
Luxtrot.
Flox. Guess where I'll be at Sun and Fun? I'll be on Taxiway Floxtrot. Actually, I said that on the radio once, and they were all confused. Let's see. Maverick Mike's going to make him an F-16 for the low price of $120 million.
Is there anybody out there who would like to fly a helicopter and have choice of landing spots?
What do you mean?
Go to Rio.
Go to Rio.
There are heliports every block and a half, it looks like.
Well, guess what we're doing this Saturday, Andrew, right? We just made a decision, right? Let's go to Rio, you guys. We were there before. They had an update for that in 2020 at one time, right? We flew around... what's the statue again, you guys? I don't remember these things, but we flew around the statue. We actually landed on it with a helicopter, or landed at the base of it with a helicopter. So yeah, there's lots to see there, right? Maverick Mike says the B-52 will probably be flying by that time. So guess what, Mike? The B-52 is probably taxiing in. This is their new plan this year, right? They're probably taxiing in on Foxtrot instead of over at Taxiway B2. Because there's so many people at B2 that's nuts trying to get planes in and out of there. They'll bring it in through me. It's like, yeah, baby. I get up and close and personal. Last year it was the Super Connie. They landed it, brought it in, and brought it straight in Foxtrot. I got to escort the thing all the way into the ramp. It was like, yeah, baby. This is why I do it, you guys, you know? So, Mike's in the house too. Mike! Holy moly, this is like Hold Homecoming, you know? Look at all you guys are here. So, and then Mike, thanks for dropping into YouTube and saying hi to them also. And you guys who are tuned in on YouTube, just hit up on Mike. He will help you with whatever links we talk about, whatever Discord channels or whatever. He can give you a hand. All right. He's a moderator for that channel also for us. He does so much for us.
Look, it's a golf course with a heliport.
So you're actually flying, Andrew? Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, let's go over to Andrew. A golf course with a heliport. Well, I think that's appropriate. I think that's where I should go next. But you're not flying a helicopter. You're saying fly a helicopter, but you're not flying a helicopter. What are you flying anyway? The Cap 40?
Cap
No.
4.
Cap 4.
Well,
I mean, I knew it was the new one. Right?
The Brazil Local Legends.
Brazil Local Legends. There we go. I thought it was. What am I saying? 40. The 40 is the clipped wings, little aerobatic little thing. The one that we flew through. The one that we flew through.
The Arc de Triomphe.
The Arc de Triomphe.
Because nothing else fit.
In Paris. Yeah, nothing else fit. Yeah. Flux. Okay, I'm just getting there, you guys. I'm getting there. I think I'm almost there now. YouTube's the last one down there. Old Man Boss. Okay, that's cool. Nice. DNH says B-52 still amazes me. It's been flying since the 50s. Yeah, Mike, I'll give you access to cool views. We'll get some selfies in front of P-51s and whatever else is there. You know, like we'll do stuff. And I'll introduce you to whoever else I know who's there that day, you know. Sometimes, you know, like at least one of those days, Jane might even drop by with her folks. Maybe I can find out what day she's going to be there. You know what I mean? That'll be fun, too. Always fun, yeah. So, Manx, we are not using the route today. That was from Saturday. We're not using the flight plan today. That was from Saturday. We're just doing stuff in the sim today.
It's Thursday. We never know what's going to happen.
We never know. You know what I mean? We never know. And then Ace is always lurking because it's, you know, he's still an hour behind me, so he's still working. He's always working because he's saving up to buy a real plane. I don't know. That's what it seems, right? A B-52 for the sim. What I'm looking forward to with things like that, and the Lancaster, what I'm looking forward to for things like that is the different positions that we can put ourselves in multiplayer. So, like we did with your controls, we have 2 people in the plane. I did that for years with Jane since 2020. I want to be able to go sit in one of the gunner seats. I want to be able to go sit in the navigator's table, you know, while 3 or 4 or 5 of us fly the thing. That would be awesome. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Yep. Dane Simer says, Andrew, are you using BMI? Nope. Andrew uses, actually he uses...
I have it.
He uses OpenTrack, and he does have BMI, but he's always had this solution that works for him.
Yeah, mine is a less expensive variation on the actual track IR called Track Hat. It was made by a gentleman in the UK.
But you are using OpenTrack.
I do, but it does use OpenTrack. Yeah, I do have BMI. I just haven't sat down long enough to work out the differences between that and the one I have, and I have this already all set up so that it works the way I like it. So
now he has the attachment on his, well, from our view, it looks like his right ear. It's on his left ear,
no,
but
it's on my left.
I've switched the video.
It's on my left.
I switched the video so Andrew's looking in, you guys. But it's on his left ear, and it's the 3 infrared sensors that are on his head. And I used something like that too for years too. And I've tried them all. That's why I like to, you know, then I can advise people when they ask about them. But he's also using what I'm using for BMI. BMI is using OpenTrack, which works natively with 24 and 2020. And Andrew's been using this long before I have. So, but you know, he could easily turn on BMI, but you want to make sure you calibrate it first and all that. You know, just flip it on.
There's curves and settings and sensitivities that need to be configured and whatnot. And like I say, I've had this a lot longer, and I have it all configured the way I like it. So, but I might change sometime if the sensors start to acting up or whatnot. I can go straight to that.
So he already has it, you guys. So he's going to use it. But you know, Be My Tracker is software only, and you don't need any extra hardware, right? Be My Tracker also does your eyeballs right through your sunglasses. So, you know, that's why I like the Be My Tracker. You know, I have a Tobii. Was given to me back when I was doing the races, whatever those races were, Microsoft official, and I used it right through 2020, right up until 2024 release, and now it's just sitting there unplugged. So I might sell it if somebody wants the Tobii. But you know, the Be My tracker is working great for me, and it does everything the Tobii did without the expensive hardware. So I'm using an old webcam that I had in a box. I threw it in a box and said, I'll probably never use it again. And I brought it out, and I'm using that for my head tracking and the old webcam. And I got a bunch of old webcams from all the video conference teaching days. So I've got webcams I could even ship out to people if I can find a cheap way to ship them. Or meet you at FS Expo, or meet you at Sun and Fun, and I'll give you one, you guys. You come find me, I'll give you an old webcam. You can use that for Be My. How's that sound? You know what I mean? Yeah, it does require a webcam, yeah.
Yep.
So even your Tobii is using OpenTrack at this point. Yeah, that's right, Ace. Yeah, yeah. I got upset with. I didn't get upset. I got very disappointed that Tobii. They didn't see it coming. I guess not. Whatever technology they're using, right? So the legacy weight and balance. I've downloaded it. There it is. I'm gonna take a look at it tonight. I'm gonna open it up while we're live, and we'll see what that's all about, because that's pretty cool. And see what happens. Now, you guys, last Tuesday, 2 days ago, we opened up the marketplace, which is new. This is big. It's new. I mean, it's big because it's finally released. We did something in here with the world update, and it crashed. And it seems that that's happening to everybody. We did the world. Well, look at there's more now. But wait, there's more.
There are actually
Holy moly.
FS Reborn. Their stuff is now available in the marketplace for 2024.
So I should be able to find it right now.
Like the Sting S4 and the what's their jet, the FS 500 or something. Bro, will just put an announcement up this afternoon saying that they are now available for purchase on
There you go.
the store.
So if we have these things already in 2020, we probably just move them over, you guys. The Cirrus TL3000, I haven't actually tried that. We certainly wrung out the Sting. We did a whole lesson on it, right? And then look at this, the FSR 500.
Yep.
I own it.
Apparently.
It's built in. Apparently I own it, but that's, I have the... And by the way, you guys, my system did finally upgrade itself to the Aviator Edition without touching it. Remember, on my screen it said it would cost me $128. I thought, what? I thought I had the Aviator Edition. Well, it finally did it finally caught up to itself, and now I do have it, so that's cool. Howard's Mint phone number, Mike says, is 1-800-H-Forder. 1-800-ForderLearnToFly. 1-800-FLFT. FLTF. Yeah, that's it. ForderLearnToFly. Do those appearing mean that they now work in 24? If I'm going to pay for it, it better work. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't actually say it, though, does it? It says 2020.
What it says is that it should work. It's not guaranteed to be 100% compatible, but if it's been marked as not compatible at all, you will never see it. If you see a plane that shows up in the marketplace, it may not work with all the 2024 new stuff.
It does say 24, compatible with 24.
Yep.
It's got it right here, you guys, right
Yeah.
above Andrew's head. And right above his head also it shows you where it's usable. And I like this on the screen now. This is the new way of showing, the marketplace. This will work in, it won't work in career mode, but it will work in photographer and free
they
flight.
will work in 2024. Yes.
Yeah.
If you go to the marketplace and you see a plane that you have, if it's there and says owned, so you have it from 2020, if it shows in the marketplace on 2024, it will work in 2024.
Yep.
That's the thing. If you have a plane in 2020 and you go to the marketplace in 2024 that you bought through the marketplace in 2020, but if you go and look for it in the marketplace for 2024, but you bought it in the marketplace 2020 and it's not there, it will not. That's their way of telling you it won't work in 2024.
So you're right on. So not 2024 native, but will work. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. Now, if you bought, like I said, if you bought something on 2020 through the marketplace, and you go to the marketplace on 2024 and it's there, it will work. If it's not there in the 2024, they've determined that it's not going to work properly, or it still needs more work. So, but yeah, no, if you find it there, it should work relatively okay. you won't have all the red flags and the walk around stuff to do. But
Each day, Andrew, there's more and more added. Every day I've come in
yep,
here, there's more added. You guys, this
yep.
thing's growing, right? It's growing. Now, I see it does say 2020 on a lot of them. Are any of them native? You know? I guess all the ones back in the ones that you have in your free flight, that's your native ones, I guess. Like you go here. It doesn't actually say whether they're 2020 in here, right? I do know that the Cirrus Vision Jet is a 2024 version from Asobo, and they bought it from Flight FX, of course. And so there's two different versions that you can see up here. Here's the one from Flight FX from 2020, but it doesn't actually say 2020 on it. So this is because I owned it already. I owned this to make the original lesson way back, right? And then now I made the new lesson with this one and added a lot more to the lesson.
Yeah, I think maybe in the library, your library, it may do that. But the way I understood from what I read this morning, um, if it doesn't show up in the marketplace, then it won't. Then it doesn't work. If it's in the marketplace and it's 2020 air purchase from 2020 marketplace, if it shows up the 24 marketplace, then they've determined that it will work fundamentally.
That's interesting. White
It
background
won't
makes 2020.
it won't necessarily, like I say, they probably won't have, the walk around stuff where you have to click the flags and inspect the wheels and all that kind of stuff. But the basic flight models and controls and all that kind of the stuff we normally worry about, that will work fine.
That's interesting what he said there. Who said that in there? White background. D&H, thanks for that. You're saying white background means 2020, and in fact, these are all they were in my community folder. I haven't moved these ones over yet, so it saw my community folder, saw these things, and now they're available. That's actually pretty cool what they've done. Same with this one, the 701 for sure from Zenith. That's definitely what I bought for 2020 back in the day. The Smog 2, that was a 2020 version that worked fine. Cool. That's interesting. The white background means it's a 2020 product. That's cool.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned that once back a while back, but I don't remember who. That the different colors backgrounds meant 2020 or 2024 native, as it were.
I was going to show you an R22 and an R44, but they're not here, and I have them in 2020. Okay.
So you probably have to go into your library and re-enable them.
Yeah, so that's it, you guys. I just have to go to my library and do that. That's cool. Let's go to
SuperTie had a link. SuperTie. Where's your link, SuperTie?
Yeah, so Dane Simer, yeah, I agree with you. You have some Carenado.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Hold on, Andrew.
Yeah.
He says, I had some Carenado aircraft that works in 24, even though it says not creator approved. And I agree. We've tested a bunch of stuff before it even showed up as not creator approved. It means they haven't gone in and clicked it and said, yes, we approve. That's all it means, right?
That's all that
doesn't
means.
mean it doesn't work.
Most of your 2020 stuff will say not creator approved, even if it does actually, in fact, work. And as Howard says, that is literally the developer has not gone in and done his testing and come back and said, yep, it's fine for 24. Yeah. I saw that.
I came in here for
SuperTie.
something, but I forget now. Oh.
Microsoft has announced a partnership with Embraer.
Ooh, yeah.
For the Praetor 600 bizjet.
Robin. Son.
SuperTie put a link to it.
There's the R22 right there. So it says not creator approved.
Did
now
they announce who's building it?
So now I've just enabled the R22. It should be available now. So let's go back. I should be able to see it in free flight. Let's go there. R22. There she is. There's the baby. And let's configure it. I don't know if we'll be able to configure it. Nah, nothing. Okay. And we'll just see what it looks like. And maybe it will, you guys. Some things I've ported in and they only gave me the one livery, and then eventually I saw more. Let's go find out what that's all about. Check your link. Okay. Oh, Mike says, were you able to fix your Ko-Fi links? Well, you guys, speaking of Ko-Fi links, all the lessons are starting to show up now. I'm putting them into my Ko-Fi link. This is the ForderLearnToFly Ko-Fi area. There's people been asking me to if they can buy my presentation. Those of you who do proofreading for me, then you certainly get them for free. But there's the link to my Ko-Fi. That does come from my webpage, so there is a link to that in my webpage. And you can go here and either make a donation, which means I get all of that. You know, Twitch does like cuts it right in half right away, and then only gives me half of your subscription. But here I get all of the donation. But also each of the lessons, I'm starting to just build it up. I only did 4 of them today, but I'll put a bunch more in there all the way back as many years as I can.
Ooh.
And they'll all be there ready for you to grab.
That's not possible good news for FSim Studios or Flight Sim Studios. That might not be good for them. So just Ace asked if I knew who was doing it, and I was just going through the article. It says, while the Praetor 600 is confirmed for release in late 2025, this partnership suggests that more Embraer models could be in development for MSFS, potentially including aircraft from the E-Jet and ERJ families. York says the goal is to make several Embraer aircraft as part of the Expert series. So going along into the same, in quotes, study level as the ATRs are, which is the only one in the series at the moment. But
Max says get the P180. Okay. The P180. Have I already got it here, or did you see it on my... I don't have it here, yeah. Get the P180. Okay. Where do I go? Okay, Marketplace, right? Is that what you're saying? Did you see it in the Marketplace? All right, let's go there before I fly the R22. Let's go, let's go. My answer to FSS would be to do it better.
Well, Ace, you know, though, the E900, E190 that I did the lesson of back in the fall, they're still not finished it. They're supposed to they have an announcement they're going to make this weekend at FS Weekend about their FSS E190 195 series with the custom FMS and all that kind of stuff. So fingers crossed they're not too far away from that. Yeah, they didn't say, it didn't say in that article as to who was looking after it, so it's entirely possible. It's probably I'd be tempted to say it's probably Any Builds, because they seem to be doing a lot of the new planes for the sim, but I'm not sure.
4.7 out of 5. So who just recommended this?
Shouldn't you already have that?
Is that in the Aviator edition? This is the P180, right? Is that supposed to be in the Aviator edition?
I'm not sure. Yes, Srap, the Spitliner lesson. Yes.
Spitliner lesson. What are you talking about? The 190?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spitliner. Yeah. Man, I can't keep up. It's just moving so fast here. Holy moly, man. Okay, so who recommended this? Who was that? You, Dane Simer, Max Level did. Yeah, Max Level said, get the P180. Okay, tell me why, Max. I want you to give me, you guys, salespeople have expressions. All right, let me just say this. There is the elevator pitch, there is the golf cart pitch, and there's the boardroom pitch. The boardroom pitch is the most elaborate, right? Because you got visuals and everything. The elevator pitch, you've got 35 seconds, sell me on something. And then there is the golf cart pitch, where you can tell me a couple things between the holes, and then when I get out to tee off and everything, I get back in the cart, you tell me some more things about that, and then eventually I'm sold on the idea. This is business, you guys. You know, this is how business works. So give me the golf cart pitch on this one and see if if you can convince me I should go get this thing. You guys, anybody, jump in and help sell this thing. If you guys convince me to sell this, I'm buying it. You know, it looks nice. Every plane I see, I love. Is like, it's a plane. But if I buy it, I'm going to have to do a lesson on it. You know, I gotta have to, because I like to dive in deep and get to know the thing. I actually saw one of these. It was all white though. I just saw one of these fly out of Kissimmee Airport here last week when I was golfing, and you could tell because the sound of the thing. It's a pusher aircraft, and it's got that familiar. You can see the stabilizer at the very front. That familiar stabilizer, like the Long EZ. So you see this thing, you hear it from a mile away, and you go, "Wait a second," and you look up and you go, "Whoa! I saw one for real." Yeah. Finger Game says, I haven't seen one, but I want to, yeah. Nice leather seats, KW says. That's a good sales pitch. Okay, let me tee off again. We'll come back and hear about another. It flies is another sales feature. Yeah, that's a good. KW says it's Italian. Okay, I'm sold. They make great products. They're just quality, right? Let's see. What else? I've heard it. I have heard it's really good. So Ace, as soon as Ace puts his endorsement on it, then I'm going to have to buy it. I trust what Ace says, right? More excited for the Black Square Beechcraft Starship, though. Oh, okay. So we're kind of riding the fence on this one. Okay. Max says, I know you're more low and slow guy, and I'm all here for it, but I remember your wife owning a Piaggio Vespa now, and you can have one to fly. Oh, that is a great sales feature. You're absolutely right. Our little powder blue Vespa. The funny thing was, you guys, I had a red helmet. I had a leather jacket. You have to, for safety, right? And there I was on this Vespa going to get my motorcycle license. Everyone else had a motorcycle. Like, zzz. Oh, yeah? Zzz. I got my license, but talk about fun. Yeah, okay, that's a good sales feature. Okay, Dane Samara says, hey, Howard, when I look at the P180, I have CAD 28.99. Yours shows CAD 31.99. What? It's like, oh, it's Forder. Let's increase the price. What? What's with that? Oh, I don't know why. This is the Steam version? I don't know. Can't be Steam version. It's in the sim, right? I haven't actually bought anything in the marketplace, so this will be first time buy. Who knows if that even works, right? Super Ty says, only this Vespa can do 400 plus knots. Okay. All right. And Lieutenant Bob's is helping to sell it. He says, really, Howard, it's only $24.99. Sold. That's great. Max,
all right.
Max on YouTube, what do you think? What do you think? Is that the same Max we got here? No. And Luke from Vancouver, what do you think? Yeah.
That's really weird.
$24.99. Sold. I'll take two.
Because I have the same. Dane says he's got $28.99. Yours is showing $31.99. I just backed out to the marketplace to check. Mine's saying $28.99, same as Dane Samare's.
All right, let me just see what this says. Please wait. What's it going to do? Is it going to flip me over to Steam, or what's it going to do? I haven't even tried the marketplace. It's live, everybody. Live. So, please wait. Okay. Yeah, PD discount. What do you mean? For what? What's
Premium Deluxe. Yeah, that's possible.
Ooh. Might as well hide your screen, Aaron. Why? Well, if it goes into a screen where it shows payment, I'll probably use PayPal anyway. But yeah, I will hide it once things roll here. But look, it says, okay, we've got a marketplace. We can show off stuff, but you can't buy it yet. Yeah, Aviator should get it too, right? I should get the discount. Yeah.
One would have thought.
Yeah, look at that.
Because
you know what I mean?
Well, in 2020 the discount was there for deluxe or premium deluxe. As long as you were something other than standard, you got a discount on a lot of stuff in the marketplace.
Meg says, please wait. How do I back out of it though? There's no back out button. I'm in trouble. All right, we'll go over to Andrew's screen and watch him flying. Maybe because I'm in the U.S., Rap says, the tariffs. Let's not touch that topic. It's a tough topic, yeah. Has its own 97% issue, yeah. Manx says 200%, yeah. I bought the please wait menu. Here, Howard, have the please wait menu. Save that for later. It's an animated GIF. Control Delete, yeah, or Alt F4. Is that it? Captain Cocktail, how you doing? Canada's banned. That's it. But I'm in the U.S. How do they know? Is it something I said? Did I say A, Andrew? Did I say A?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, those darn Canadians send us all the bad weather down here. All right, maybe I can press escape. No, it wouldn't be that easy, would it? I don't know. Maybe I'll just go have a quick look at my Steam. Maybe Steam's holding it up. Maybe Steam is saying there's something going on. You never know. I've seen that before. Let's see. No, I even have money in the wallet in Steam, so library. Sometimes it actually does show. No, it says 24 is running. If I click on it, does it say anything? Sometimes, you know, you have to show the screen where it actually is doing the purchase, so I'll figure it out. I should have figured it out before now, but... Achievements. I've unlocked 7 of 27. Oh, okay. Do we pay attention to that? So anyway, we'll have to go to a different screen because it's boring now. It's so boring. How boring is it, Howard? So where are you, Andrew? Anybody else sending stuff to me, like their screen? Anybody else who can? Or is anyone else sending me something? How about you, Mike? Are you streaming to me? I don't know. No, I can't see anything. All right. Update queued. My Be My Tracker has an update queued. Okay. Let's do that. Let's update that baby. While I'm sitting here doing nothing. All right, let's get back to chat. Back to chat. Yeah, it's all your fault, Max. No. Hey, I had to test it sooner or later, right? And by the way, I didn't make a notification in Blue Sky today because I just got back from running a friend over to pick up their car. And I just got in the door, started the stream, and like, whew, and then forgot to send out a message on Blue Sky. So sorry I didn't send a notification, you guys. So Andrew, you are in the same baby, right?
Yep.
That's the Cap 4. And take a look from the outside. How do you like this baby? Looks like a tandem seating, two-person tandem seating.
It's technically it's a licensed built variation of the Piper Cub.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that before. Now that I think about it, and it does look Piper Cubbish, right? Can we say that? Can we actually say that, you guys? Piper Cubbish. And if you look in the wing root,
put it this way: if you didn't know that this was a Cap 4,
yeah, look at it.
That's a Piper Cub.
That nose is a Piper Cub. Look at it. And look where the wheels are for that center of the balance, you know, like for a tail wheel.
Now,
if that were a tricycle, the wheels would be back further. Look at that design.
The big difference is it doesn't have the split door. It's only got a forward hit, so you open the door. The whole door opens out forward. It doesn't. The window doesn't swing up, and the door doesn't swing down, so you can't open it in a flight like you can in the Cub.
That's not good. You need air. But it's two-person tandem, right? Two-person tandem or one?
Two-person tandem.
Yeah. Okay. Same as a Cub. Yeah. Cool.
The really weird part about it is the mags are up here on the port wing root, and your electric, like your avionics and your master battery switch and whatnot, are on the back deck.
Really?
It's very weird.
Can you reach that? Obviously, they must be able to reach it from the front, or do you fly it in the back?
It sticks you in the front, so I'm not really sure. I know the Cub normally it's set the actual Piper Cub is flown solo from the back seat.
Right.
But I'm not sure about this one.
So you're flying in the Rio area, right? So that should be included in our Saturday group fly somewhere leading up to Rio. But we'll have to take a closer look at the update, you guys, and see what it covers, because we want to cover, you know, look at some beautiful visuals and see what's going on. Look at all the POI as well.
It covers a long distance if you want to go from one end to the whatnots, because it actually covers.
To the whatnots. I haven't been there before.
It covers parts of 4 different countries,
including the whatnots.
and that's from, say, the south part of Brazil to the north part, like the shore along the Caribbean. So it's not something you would do in a single flight. saying is it would take you hours if you wanted to go and look at the stuff in a continuous flight from one place to the
Cool.
other.
It's near the wazoo. The whatnots is near the wazoo. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Probably would have got mad trying to look for those switches without looking into the manual before. Yeah, maxed. It's good. How'd you find them, Andrew? Did you go through some kind of checklist or no? Or is it
No,
just,
actually, I watched a video on this plane
there we go. That's how you do it.
yesterday afternoon and went, oh, so that's where those are. Not that it matters. I didn't really. I was using my my alpha yoke switches anyway, so. But just to know where they were, it's like, where are they? And oh, look at that! They're on the back of on the shelf behind the back seat. It's kind of an
Oh,
odd place
no.
to stick them, but anyway.
That's weird, yeah. I mean, you already have an umbilical of wires heading to that dash, so, your dashboard's got everything on it. Why can't you put the
And
switches there?
it has toe brakes, but it doesn't have a parking brake.
A says, my link got buried. Check this out, Howard. This is the Black Square Starship. Okay. Yeah, I didn't click that, so I was...
It's kind of it looks a
Oh,
lot
I
like
see. It
the
looks similar.
P180, except it's a
Ah.
jet instead of a turboprop.
Is this 2024? Yeah?
Doesn't
Does it
exist yet.
Doesn't exist yet, okay. That's why they're doing the promotion here.
Yeah.
March of 2020, my first order business was bringing the Starship up to my current graphical standards. Okay, so he's just doing a diary of what he's doing. Look at the avionics. Ace, you love this stuff. You want it to be more complex, right? It's like if it's more complex, I like it. And Ace will figure it all out too. Maybe Ace should do a lesson on it, right? Look at the thing. It's just packed full of stuff. Look at it. This is great. This is what I want to mention this, you guys, because I've tried to help people who are doing Xbox, right? People who are flying airliners in Xbox, and I tell them all the avionics, all the autopilot stuff, all the auto throttle, everything, every single screen you see, and all of that has to be simulated. And a plane like that costs millions because every single screen you see in there has electronics behind it. It has logic behind it all. It has sensors. All this stuff. The more complex the plane, the harder it is on the memory of your sim system. The harder it is on the performance of your sim system. So if you're going to go and fly the most complex, the biggest and most complex airplanes, you're probably going to have trouble. And they go, nah, it seems to work for me. And next thing you know, they're the same ones coming back to me saying, how'd you know? It's everything that's simulated here. It's not just a graphical picture that looks pretty. Everything that's simulated here has a logic in the background that's working and has to be able to show you the proper data on that screen. So there's that taking up cycles. The next instrument taking up cycles. The next instrument taking up cycles. They're all taking up cycles on your system, and they're all working overtime. Then they got the tablet sitting on the side. Then they got the visuals out the window. They got, a simulator has to simulate properly, not just look pretty, right? And so here in a still picture, you go, whoa, that's impressive. But you're going to run this on an Xbox, or you're going to run this on a lower powered PC. And I'm not saying Xbox is lower powered, but it's got limited memory, limited storage. But the point is, it could give you grief. Some screens may not even work right. It could even crash because it ran out of memory. And so people go, oh wow, I didn't know that. So if you're going to do the most intense stuff in the sim, go get an intense computer to do it. That's all I'm saying. And there are plenty of people, literally millions of people like me, who have an Xbox and love it, but I'm not about to fly the most complex airplanes on it unless I somehow get some more memory into the thing, right? Early glass cockpit planes, all the screens are CRTs. Ooh, that'll suck even more power, you guys. I'm just, so those who don't know me, my background is electronics. I've got a number of certifications over the years. Used to be a TV serviceman in my early days, had my own company. And so CRTs are nothing new to me. I used to service them, fix them, go around the country doing pinball machines, Pong and asteroids and all those home TV systems and consoles. So, that's, none of this stuff is new to me, right? All the electronics I've known all these years, and I can fix them. But CRTs draw a lot of power. They really do, and they get hot. And they're not as reliable as our LCD screens we have now and LED screens that we have now. So when you see glass cockpit, and as soon as Ace says that these things were actually CRTs, holy smokes, you guys. How much distance do they need behind that screen too? Because there's a neck behind them, with an actual tube that glows. You know, it's like
It's got
wow.
electron guns back there.
And so that's the amount of power they needed on that airplane to power all those CRTs, just like the space shuttle. That really would suck a lot of power out of their buses. So I don't. Would they upgrade these things, Ace, or is it just an obsolete plane now? I mean, you know, it looked modern when I first saw the pictures of it. But look at that front stabilizer. Now, you guys, when we were looking at the P180
Still
a
on
minute
my
ago,
screen.
oh, when we were looking at the P180 a minute ago, it had this little stub stabilizer at the front. But look at this one. Look how long this one is here. Holy moly. Look at that. There's your classic view right there. And look how close they are together. That's the article that Ace just posted, you guys, from Just Flight, Black Square Starship for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and apparently it's not available yet, right? And then there's the one we were just talking about, and you can see the smaller front here, and you can't see I can't move that out of the way. You can't see the engines right now, but they didn't look as close to the fuselage as that other one. So there you go, you guys. You can't buy anything, but the marketplace looks great. By the way, got your first CTD in MSFS 24. Yeah, Srap, I did too on Tuesday night. I updated the world update and crash. Now, today, you guys, I went to my laptop, which also has Aviator Edition, and I went to my laptop and updated that scenery also. And the minute I updated that world scenery, it crashed too. So there's something about world scenery that'll crash the first time. You start up again, and I haven't had a problem since. And I've started the sim about 16 times since Tuesday, so it works. So, Ace, you're selling me on that too. I'm going to end up getting 2 planes. Son of a gun. You guys just help me direct my funds where it should go.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those planes that probably only appeals to me just because, but...
Which one?
The de Havilland DH60 Gypsy Moth.
Oh, the Gypsy Moth. Not just you, Andrew. We like slow and low. Really slow and low. Really low and slow. What are you saying, Howard? These are fun, flying these old planes, you know? I mean, those are the kind of planes that, you know, we could even build one in our backyard if we wanted to. Just go get a bunch of lumber, right?
Well, I currently have a variation of the DH60 Gypsy Moth because it was the DH60T is what was what eventually ended up being the Tiger Moth. They made so many changes to it. They gave it its own number.
Oh, here we go. Close it. Boom. Boy, it didn't take long to close it. Let's try it again. Okay, then. Let's get where I go, mate. And, you know, we'll just see what happens, you guys. Jeepers. Jeepers, 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 jeepers. Let's see. Playtime so far in 2024 on the Steam edition, which I just started a few weeks ago. I've already got 253 hours on this. 253 hours. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm doing a lot of testing, a lot of videos, a lot of everything. So it's whenever I can. In between, enjoying the sun and fun. Next week, next Tuesday, you guys. Tuesday. And Rad, I'm sorry I spelled your name wrong on here, but I didn't make layers, so I couldn't correct it, but I'll make a new poster. And this is actually a career mode poster, a career mode snapshot, but I'll make some other, I'll figure out another picture, or Rad can send me another picture. But this is what's going to happen this Tuesday coming. Rad and I are getting together for a couple of meetings to figure out the curriculum for Tuesday and what we're going to be presenting. We'll do a live search and rescue using his real techniques. Rad does search and rescue in real life, and he's made comments in chat before when we've been showing off the search and rescue features of Say Intentions and the search and rescue features of career mode. And it's been interesting, his comments about what happens in real life. And I've invited him to come on the channel and talk about it. So he'll be here Tuesday. And we still haven't formed not even the core nucleus of what's going to happen Tuesday, but it'll certainly be a demonstration for sure. Maybe in both Say Intentions and in career mode, and then maybe even without either one of those products, right? We don't know yet. We'll have to figure out what's going to happen. But this will be this Tuesday coming. I'll simultaneously broadcast on Twitch and YouTube, and that'll be a lot of fun, you guys, and we'll get to hear how it's supposed to be done, and maybe even hear what limitations there are in the sim that we've got, right? But we'll see how it goes. I think we'll be flying the Cessna 172, which is my favorite plane. I know it well. I'm certified for it in real life. And we'll be flying out of the Comox area on Vancouver Island, you guys, which I know well also. I've been there
Well,
lots of times.
Ace hot air balloons would have been a longer flight than trying to do a low and slow Saturday group flight in the right flyers because it would only last about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but what a challenge, right? Unlimited fuel. That'd be funny. Mike says, ooh, the 172. I always wanted to try that plane. For those who don't know, it's Mike's plane of choice. He even has the hardware console with the round dials, what we call steam gauges, right? He's got that in front of his face, so he's just kidding you guys. Mike, not everybody knows you yet. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, he's never heard of a 172. I'll land at the same airport within 3 hours. That's a good challenge. Let's do that on live weather. Right. Right. Whew.
And you can't take the balloon with the little electric motor and propeller on it.
Well, at least it came up and said purchase failed. Something went wrong with the P180. You have not been debited. Okay. I thought they made a spelling mistake. You have not been debited. Try this purchase again later. How about we have not been charged? Try this purchase again later. Okay. All right, you want to try it again later now? Yeah, D&H, Mike has flown a different plane before. I don't remember how long ago. I should have marked it on the calendar, but he did once, right? That's funny, yeah. So,
Oh yeah, and those of you who have the Got Friends crosscart, there is an update for it.
come on. We're going to start. I better open up a spreadsheet because I better figure out which things need updates, right? It got away from me. Look, there's my newest purchase in the career mode, you guys. I'm now the proud owner of a PC-12. Well, actually, I own 2 PC-12s, a PC-24, and a Learjet. You know?
Keep an eye on your 12s because they may decide to tell you that they're disabled, and the only way to fix that prior to some updates, I'm not sure about now, the only way to fix it was to sell it and buy a new one.
Really? I just bought them yesterday, so, you know.
Yeah. Now there were issues with them. I'm not sure if it was prior to Sim Update 1 that people would buy them for career mode, and they would go into career mode, and the PC-12s would be saying they were disabled, and you couldn't fix them. And the only way that the people found that they could do it was to sell them and rebuy them.
Huh. Huh. Yeah, D&H, it's true, right? We get shocked if SimaFlyer is not flying the P-38 Lightning. Yeah, no kidding, right? CJ4, that's what you're seeing here, you guys, yeah. CJ4, yeah, and you guys, actually, the CJ4, this was a lesson that Wambi gave us, and I'm going to take a guess it was like a year and a half ago, maybe, yeah.
Oh, anyway.
The CJ4, Wambi gave us the lesson on it, and we loved it, and he said he would come back and do it again with the new update in 2020. We never got to that. So maybe he'll come back now and do the update here in 2024. That would be cool because it can do more now. We just did the basic FMS stuff, pretty much the init stuff, right? And start and destination, right? So we would learn a lot more, and maybe we can shoehorn Wambi in there for us. I've got over 1 million XP and level 204 because I don't use sim rate. I do complete missions start to finish. I don't use any other tricks. I don't sit on runways forever and try and gain hours. So I always get the what do they call it? No skip bonus. Sometimes a no skip bonus for experience is higher than the normal experience. And also I get a no skip bonus pay, which sometimes can be the same as the whole mission. So so I've got over 1 million with level 204, which some people don't believe. But you know, I don't go around bragging about it, but that's how that works, right? Let's see. Okay. So I wanted to show that to you, but at least the sim's running again. And should I try the marketplace one more time? What do you think, you guys? Definitely got to go get the P80, right? 180. P180. There we go. This baby. Still says 3189. I thought maybe it'd be different if I came back in. Maybe that's what's wrong. It's looking at that going, wait a minute, that's not the right price. And I don't know. Let's just try it one more time, and then I'll kill the sim if I have to. Because sometimes on the reboot, it'll work better. You know what I mean? Max says, good thing also is that the P180 uses the same Proline avionics suite as the CJ4. Oh, cool. That is cool. Yeah, it looks like it's the same problem, so we'll have to leave this alone for now. Someday, I'll own this plane, and someday, I'll make a lesson for you guys. It'll be fun. Here we go again. Yep.
Yes, that's who it was. It was Flight Replicas.
Flight
That did,
replicas.
that did the Gypsy Moth.
You love that plane. Why don't you just move it over? You already have it, right? I already had it.
I have we had a different version. There's a version of it on .to.
Right. Oh,
That
I
was
see.
freeware. This is pay. This one is from Flight Replicas.
Okay.
The same guys that did the L4 and the Mark 1 and Mark 5 Spitfires that I have.
Okay.
It's $12 US on the 2020 because it's not out for 2024 just yet.
Mike says there's only 6 airports available right now for sale. And you guys, I don't buy airports typically because that was a thing we did in X-Plane. It was a thing we did in FSX because there was nothing in those sims. You'd go to fly to an airport and there's no airport there. I mean, we had to add airports for sure. And so now, people like Wambi, I mean, I've seen him work a year and a half on an airport. It was his never-ending job. And,
Yep.
these guys make airports so realistic. The terminal, you can walk around in it. You can go to all the gates and they're named properly, they're aligned properly, the elevations are right, the taxiways are. So some people need that kind of pure realism. It's like it's got to say everything right. The signs on the outside of the terminal have to say welcome to whatever airport it is. So quite honestly, you guys, I'm a VFR pilot, I fly low and slow. I don't really care if the terminal building's walkable. I don't care if I can go in. I've seen literally hundreds of terminals. I've literally flown thousands of flights as a passenger and then hundreds of flights as pilot in command and in flight schools and all the other things. So I don't need to see inside a terminal. It's a vehicle to get from the outside to the airside, and so to me, buying an airport isn't a big thing. I don't care. And the only time I would care is that, okay, I'm flying out of this airport and there's nothing there. In our sim in 2020 and 2024, one of the big things I loved about it was every airport seemed to be there. Although we found as we got closer into examination that some certainly were missing. But all the bigger ones were there, but a lot of the airstrips were there. And then, you look at some airports and go, well, that runway is not supposed to look like that. So then that airport needs an update for sure, right? But, spending money on an airport so that you can fly out of it. And then we've done this on group flies on Saturdays. We started an airport. There's scenery for it, by the way. Everybody goes, that's nice. And we don't even look at it. We just get in the plane and take off and start talking, right? It was like, there's a beautiful airport we just left with custom scenery if you had extra money. So I've never been a big fan of buying an airport. But man, I tell you, when X-Plane was it, that's all we had. We had FSX and X-Plane. We were always buying an airport. Where are we flying to next? Oh, we got to go buy that airport. And we would buy collections of airports, and we'd buy, airports and more airports and more airports just to get some kind of scenery going. And I don't feel a need for that now. So I don't know. Let's hear what you guys think about that in chat.
Default X-Plane the early 11 or X-Plane 10 default runway airports a lot of the times was a gray rectangle because that's all there was. There was a gray rectangle that pretended to be a runway. There were no buildings.
Yeah, and Mike, I think that's the same reason that I would buy it. I bought Buttonville Airport, and I'm glad I did because now it's plowed under. But, I rented planes there and flew out of there. I even had my only Mayday in my life was there, which could have ended my life. But, that it means something to me, that airport. And now that it's been plowed under, it means something even more because I can still relive those moments. And Oshawa Airport, where I was renting planes too, that's near. It's 20 minutes from my home. So, those are airports. Kissimmee Airport. If they had an airport you could buy for Kissimmee to put in the helicopter school and on Sun State and all the rest of it, I'd probably go for it because that's local to me here, and I've flown out of there, right? Anyway, Andrew, where are you? Give me a KO code so I can plop a Robinson R22 in there.
Uh,
So Dougal, I can't even say that name, but Edinburgh.
I
I can say Edinburgh.
am for actual airports. I am closest to Sierra Bravo Gulf Lima. If you want a heliport, try Sierra Delta Gulf 7.
All right. I can't even say
Or
that.
Sierra Delta Papa Uniform.
Base de Fusileros, Naves de Governado. Oh, it's the government place. Yeah, okay, got it. What do I know? There we go. Okay, that's where I'm going. All right. With an R22. I don't even know if the R22 works. I haven't tested it yet. We will give it a good test right now. Eesh, 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 eesh. Do the owners of the V1 get free update, Dougal? Yeah, so Dougal, hello and welcome back in. And do you have a link for that? That Edinburgh airport you're talking about?
Yeah,
That's the person's name, is it?
that's the
Pyrigi?
company.
Pyrigu.
Yeah, that's the company. That's the development company's name. But yeah, I don't have either version, but I have seen pictures of V2. It's pretty amazing.
All right, Andrew, you're going to have to plug your ears because I have no excuses now. I have a sound card that I can actually sing a phrase. And Twiz wants me to sing a phrase. So I'm going to turn down my normal mic and then grab my singing mic. Hold on a sec.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Did that come through? Maybe not. Shit. Yeah, that should have come through. Let's have a sound check, you guys. Do you hear this? My karaoke mic. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, thank you. That was fluent Portuguese? Come on. Is that what I spoke? Okay. Dude. Nobody's saying that they can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, thank you very much. Check. 1, 2. KW.
Yes, okay. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Well, hold me close, hold me tight, make me thrill with delight. Darling, you're all that I'm living for. I want you, I need you, oh, I love you with all my heart. But every time.
That's a phrase. 5 by 5. Yeah, it's supposed to be in a tunnel, you guys. I mean, you got to put reverb on, and it helps the notes blend better. You know what I mean? There you go. Sings a phrase. I just thought I'd throw that in there, a cappella. You know what I mean? A little too much reverb. Okay, but it's Elvis. You know.
Are you supposed to be in a 22?
Yeah. Why?
Okay. No, that's what I was saying. And you were
Okay.
talking 40. You were talking 44 beforehand. So I just
Oh,
want to make sure.
I think I wanted 22 because he mentioned 22. He's going to be flying out of Sun and Fun in a 22. Was that you, Max, that said that? No, it was Maverick Mike. One of you mentioned you're going to be at Sun and Fun and you're going to be heading out. Dane Simair says, awesome. No matter which package you purchase, a Simverse coin costs 25 cents USD. Oh. Huh. Now I'm a little loud. What? Check. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Twit says I have a voice of an angel. Woo.
And when you go to take off, be careful because those trees are close.
All right, let's go check it out. Check it out. I guess it just spawned in already running. There we go. Is there any sound?
Yeah, that's because you're on a heliport. So I think
Okay.
you're on a runway.
All right. And let's go and turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. I don't even hear anything from MSFS. Oh, I know why. You guys, this has happened once already. It's going to some kind of default. Oops. It's going to some kind of default sound card, which isn't there. I don't know if it's just because I got such a complex setup here, but look at this. System default. Yeah, I better change my system default. Let's give it cable B. That should blow us away. B. Confirm. And back. Resume. There we go. All right, let's turn that down. Super duper. And let's get my head tracker working. Be my, let's go. Volume was low, but an industry standard after you saying. Huh? Mike is the sound guy. You know, I'm really, you know, it's kind of brassy, isn't it, Mike, that I would actually do something with audio in front of you, you know, after you fine-tune stadiums. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you got a lot of nerve there, Howard. An industry standard after you sang, so I don't know what you mean by that, but I'll talk to you about it afterwards, I guess, you know. All right, let's see if I've got something going here. I might not even have controls for this thing. Nothing. Crap. Dane Samaris is coming through cable B, yeah? You're using virtual cables too, right? Let's go to the XO, baby. Let's just throw some helicopter controls in here. My collective should be, that's why. Okay, basic profile works. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And my right VPC stick is just a basic setup, you guys. That's what I've got, basic profile. There we go. All right, now we should be able to rock and roll is here to stay. And we'll just do one last check on the head tracker. Nothing. Hold on, it's got to start tracking. Hold on. Boom. Start. There we go. That's somewhere like it. Hey, Wraith has got one too. This is BMI, you guys. It might drive you crazy. I don't even know what this view is. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of a bubble view, I guess, right? That's not the tracker that does that. It's the actual sim view, right? Let's jump outside. And then we'll go fly. We'll go find Andrew. Yeah, I'm trying to think now of my my keys. Is it shift 7? Turns it on and off? No, shift 8.
F7?
F7. F8. Oh, that was the old one, was F7. You know what? I forgot already. Shift 7. This guy here. Holy moly, what's VIP flying? Alright, let's stop that for a minute. Look at him, it must be some kind of helicopter, but... Oh wow, I got the anti-torque right away, you guys. You were saying watch out for the trees, Andrew. Awfully loud. Awfully loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. How's that? Alright. It's not so bad. It's actually pretty stable. I like it. I think it's more stable than it was in 2020. I don't have assists on either. Wow. Look at this place. Where is the action, Andrew? Behind me or ahead of me? Maybe over here? Oh, you're in the CH-47 Army Black. I have the CH-4. I got both versions, the 2020 version and the new one. What's the deal?
That's DNH.
I know, but I should be able to see that. I should be able to see that, the CH-47, right?
One would think.
Looks like everything's over this way. See if I can make this thing really work hard. Oof. So one of the things about this helicopter, you guys, is you can see the whole engine. Oof. Boy, I better slow it down. Hold on. Let's get control of this thing, Howard. You can see the whole engine out the back. I mean, this is a really cool thing when you see these things up close and personal. And we got a few of these over at Sun and Fun. And it's a fun little helicopter, that's for sure. But it is in the flight schools because it's so sensitive to all of the forces of a helicopter. It's a good way to learn to fly a helicopter because it's very delicate. And then you can go to more robust. The heavier the helicopter, the easier it is to fly, honestly. And so this thing is hard to fly in real life. And I've had a few lessons in here, and I moved straight to the R44 because it was 2 adults in the thing and we were at max weight and balance. So, but talk about fun. I mean, the slightest crosswind and it's like, ooh, we got to turn into wind to land. I see Andrew now, he's over here. No, I'm still overcorrecting. Hold on, you guys. I'll get it. I just have to get used to the helicopter. Yeah, by now somebody's reaching for a bag. And I keep trying to get back to a normal view, but the cursor isn't on the right screen. Ah, man, oh man. This is a weird view, let me tell you. Let's just try something else. Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4. No, none of the shifts are doing anything. Oh, that one did. Okay. Ooh, ooh baby, ooh baby. This is the weirdest. I can't do it like this. That kind of bubble, that just drove me nuts. I almost got sick on that one. Whew. Yeah, they won't be hanging. Yeah, they got to fix that. They would not be hanging down while they're holding the weight of the helicopter, you guys. Oh, big airport. That's where Andrew is. Big airport.
Yeah.
I found him. All right, let's see how fast I can get this thing going before I hit the water. But you're right, Dougal. There's dynamics right there. I mean, at least the visuals. Those blades would never be drooping unless they're stopped. In any helicopter. They should be bending.
Yeah, I think actually... Did Wabi have a fix for those in 2020? I can't remember.
This might be the 2020 I ported over. Is there a 2020 native, you guys, in 24? This might be the one I brought over. TNH says I did an update. Dane Samara's leaving. He's heading out. He's got to roll. See you later, Dane Samara. Thanks for being
Good
here.
night, Dane.
And let's see. Those blades hanging down, yeah. Heading over to where Andrew is with the Cap 4. Let me just try like an auto rotation thing, you guys. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, can't control that. Hold on. It's my glide speed here. Should be right about there. Oh, no. My glide speed needs to be more nose down. Probably around 45 for this thing. 45 to 60 maybe. And I'm doing it. But I'm just doing it with an idle. Next time I'll just kill the engine completely. Alright. And if it were dead, I would give it some up collective just before I hit the ground like that. A little hard. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I haven't got control of it, you guys. First flight, you guys. Just first flight, okay? That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. There he is.
Lovely Bonanza.
You're seeing it as a Bonanza? So it is a port, so it must be the one I brought over. If it were in the sim, whoops, if it were in the sim, you would be seeing it. So if you too would like to fly a helicopter like this, you could take my course, everybody. Is that a good selling feature? It's like, no, Howard, we don't want to fly it like this. You're not supposed to fly it sideways. You can, you guys. When I go to fill up to do the crop spraying, that's how they do it. They slide over sideways onto the truck, plop her down, fill up with chemical. The real meaning of chemtrails. Hey, look, it's the United Building.
Hmm.
Huh. Isn't that cool? Yeah, as you get closer, it does get better. Yeah, they got stuff on the ground and everything. Wow, that looks great. Huh. But, you know, not ever being here in real life, you don't know what's, you know, realistic, what's the right dimensions. We're just trusting. Looks good. Just trust they did it right. This is where you were going, Andrew. What's over here? You're just looking for a place to stop?
We're just parking.
And here comes Groovius. Let's see if I can hover this baby. A little more anti-torque. Hold on. Let me get my controls in order. Right about there. Yeah, it's kind of twitchy. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. But yeah, Dougal, that bugs me to see them drooping like that. There, I'm right in his path. He can't avoid me. Bell 407. How come I don't see that properly?
I don't know.
Isn't that a built-in? It was in 2020. He's
Yep.
flying. He's flying the Bell.
I see it as a Bell 407.
You do? Yeah. Okay. Something.
Well,
you know.
or at the very least, I see it as a helicopter anyway.
So don't mind me for being so all over the place with the helicopter, you guys. It's
Hey,
harder to
Jeff.
fly from the outside like this. But the inside view I really don't like, and that wasn't the way it was in 2020. So let's just get over here onto a ground effect hover. Now this is something you'd never do in real life. You'd never have a helicopter near jet engines, like especially this view right here. Let's just have a look at the back of that engine with a helicopter. Right, Jeff?
Yeah, but when you consider it's a helicopter,
it's like, yeah.
Which again is kind of weird because I'm seeing D&H as a Chinook.
See, you guys, I'm not seeing anything the way it's supposed to be seen. That's interesting, right? Unless you're flying around DC, yeah, that's like that's not a good joke. Mike Audio, you're hiding back here with the cross cart. I'm just going to go find him. I have the cross cart. This should also show up properly. If I could get control of this baby. No, it's not a cross cart. Look at that. So you guys, nothing is showing up the way it's supposed to right now for me. Don't know why. I have the cross cart. I installed it. Is there an update maybe, Mike?
Yes, there is.
Okay, so I haven't done any updates.
It's 1.01 if I remember right.
So you guys don't mind me with the helicopter. First flight with this thing, it is very sensitive. Not paying much attention to my anti-torque, and it's sort of whipping me around a few times. But, you know, I'll get better at it as I play with it some more. Let's just go find Mike.
Well, Mike said he hasn't updated his yet, so weird.
I should have seen him in there. There he is, standing in his wing. Cool. All right, other than a great big airfield, what else we got? It looks like United is it. That's the main building, right? But this is the main Rio Bay, right? Is it called the Bay of Rio? Check my settings, air traffic to ultra. Air traffic to ultra, okay. If your sim updated itself, as you said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can just stabilize this thing first, and then maybe right there. All right, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Thanks, you guys. Let's see. Let's learn. Let's learn. Flight interface, maybe? What did you say?
Settings.
Air traffic. Let me think. Flight model. Maybe interface.
Global rendering on the main graphics page.
Okay. Global rendering here. Okay.
I think.
Buildings, trees, plants, rocks, grass.
All the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom. No, no, no. Yeah, look, so a lot of these are medium. Sea traffic, road traffic, air traffic. Well, that's just the volume of traffic, right?
Now, if you do the character quality, yeah, your traffic airport quality, put that to ultra.
But,
not air traffic, but the one above it.
Okay, put that back the way it was. This one, traffic airport quality. Huh, really? Okay. Motion blur, field of depth. Okay, all that stuff. If I wanted more traffic, if I wanted more road traffic, more sea traffic, more fauna. I got fauna on ultra. I want to see. I want to see stuff. All right, let's try that. Taking your suggestion. Let's see what we see. Oof. And it killed my helicopter. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to where we were. See what we see. Should be a change right away, right?
Mike says he uses medium on air traffic, helps with model matching. I don't remember what I have mine set to.
Yep, all of them are showing up as airplanes. Wow, they got light poles here. Look out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't keep this thing steady. Hold on. I wouldn't be this close to a light post, but yeah, they don't look proper there. There we go. This view, I don't know what I can do with it. Zoom out or in? No. All right, left. It's just too much of a, is it panoramic they call it? Too much of a dome, right?
Too much fisheye.
Fisheye, that's what I'm thinking about. Even shift 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe control 1. No, that was from the old sim. Control 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Who knows? I thought air traffic was their model matching. Okay. They may time to stream and load. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. We could fly it, but it just seems weird, you know? Like this. Just that whole fisheye effect really bothers me, but anyway, might bother you guys too. Andrew, I don't even see you or Grubius from this view. You're not there anymore. Anyway, the I think the bay was over this way, you guys, so let's go over there. That, oh yeah, it is definitely fisheye. Look at that. Ooh, yowzer, that's hard on the head. Don't you guys think that's hard on you guys? It's like I couldn't even tell what was happening there. It's like, oh my gosh. So either that way or this way, but let's go down this way. I thought there was lots of stuff down here. Let's just go see what's going on.
It might be the air drive. I don't remember. I have all of mine set for ultra just because I can rate at the moment. So I don't remember which one. But
high settings can slow things down, especially with lots of complex glass. Yeah. Let's just get to the water. Let's get to the water. This is actually even more sensitive than the Cabri, you guys, the R22, but and that's intentional. That's why schools have it. It's the same as sailing schools, and I've been involved with them for years too. With sailing schools, they have like small albatross albacore, or they have CL14s, 14-foot little sailboats, 2 sails, 2 crew, and very sensitive. You step in that boat, you could dunk it because it's not that stable. And they intentionally use those in schools because you need to learn to sail properly. You need to balance the boat. You need to sail it and balance it. And then move up to the bigger boats once you graduate. You know, white sail 1, 2, 3. I think it's called, in Canada, it's now called can sail 1, 2, 3. I guess I don't have POIs on, right? Oh, there they are. Oh, there's my POIs. Okay. Over across the bay. So anyway, I think we're going to, over there, I see now. I think we're going to use the new update for our Saturday group fly, you guys. So we'll go and look at this stuff a lot more. Groovy says, my traffic airport quality is set to off. Whoa. Yeah, Jeff, that faraway instrument panel, that was one of the things I didn't like about that view. You got to be able to read your instruments. You know, and I can turn my head tracking back on, but it was, even in this fisheye view, my head tracker was... It was making me nauseous. I mean, it was like... So, I'll have to figure out what's going on there. Anyway, this is the R22, you guys. And it's a piston plane. It's not the turbine. It's not the R66, which we also have. But because it's a piston and it's a small 2-seater, it's very economical for flight schools to use when you learn to fly. And, you know, when we were at Grand Canyon, the fellow who was flying those planes... If I can remember the name of them, I think they were an E-130 or an EC-130. Trying to think of those helicopters. But anyway, they could seat 6 people, believe it or not. And he said he learned on Robinsons, and he flew Robinsons for years. And then he moved over to Maverick helicopters in Grand Canyon, and he never looked back. Look, Dr. No Thumb, there's a bridge. Go ahead,
it needs to be fixed.
What does?
That bridge.
Why?
Because...
Oh yeah, all the cars are down below?
Well, that, and if you look to your left, you'll notice that it stops.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't, because if you follow it, it does go all the way across.
Right.
But there's a section they keep, there's pieces that disappear as you go past them.
But isn't this the new update?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Did they test the update? I mean, this is a major place to test these things, right? Look at all the POIs. We got stuff to explore, you guys. So we'll probably spend some time here on Saturday looking around.
Well, most of those are heliports.
What did they say in the launch of 24? They said something like they've added, Super Ty, you know the number. How many thousands of heliports, real world heliports, did they throw in here? Boy, this thing really is sensitive. I can't do my normal approach.
Half of the airports in the sim are heliports.
But they actually gathered real world data, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just put her down here. Well, maybe they focus more on the city, right? We'll assume the wind's coming from offshore. No, that's not a well-made building. I mean, all the air conditioners look like a bomb hit them. The HVAC systems. But the heliport looks good. That's all that matters. I'm getting better control of the thing. It's taken me a while. Always the challenge. We did a lesson, you guys, on the Robinson line of helicopters, and we actually showed off the 22, the 44, and the 66, all in one lesson. But this has very different characteristics here in 24. It's actually more realistic and a challenge to fly. This has been a handful to try and make it work. Just do a small hover here for a minute, see if I can stay low.
That's the office of the port captain of Rio de Janeiro. That's his heliport.
I'm not doing anything and it's rocking. What's going on here? Hold on. I'm trying to hold my input steady. All right. Take her down. Yeah, that'll work. And don't let go of the cyclic, Howard, because you guys, my cyclic has the springs taken out, and if I let go of it, it'll fall forward. Look. Oof. Oof. Don't let go of the cyclic till it stops. 80,000, see? Jeff says 80,000 helipads, and they're real. I mean, they're in the real location where they're supposed to be. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And Andrew, what's happening on your screen? Nothing. Okay. Mike, are you streaming to us? Nope. And Ace is at work. He's not streaming to us either, so. Are you in the same area, Andrew, and you're going to a different airport? Or
No, I backed out.
you're in a different area of the world?
I was checking something on the marketplace. But it's not there yet, so I'll have to wait.
Anyway, that was a lot of fun, you guys. We actually, we talked about the R22 for real. It's going to be at Sun and Fun, and tell me who it was again in chat. Was it Maverick Mike, who said that he'll be flying out of Sun and Fun in an R22 with his friend? It was pretty cool. And Manx, Andrew uses the same tool. He uses OBS to stream to me, and I have it set up to capture his stream. A nice technical wizardry that we do. We originally learned how to do that. Well, my background is technical, so I had no problem doing it. I just had to learn how. I have no problem with port numbers and stuff like that and IP addresses. Ace of Spades is well versed in those things also. And we learned how to do that from the Shadow Display team. The Sim Shadow Display team, which Steve and the boys, they actually do that already. And I was using a different tool to do that. I was using a different protocol to do that. And it was costing me, the protocol server cost me $70 a month to do that. Once we heard the way Steve's doing it, it doesn't cost anything. They're going to a port and an IP address using a specific protocol called SRT. And they are streaming directly to me, and I'm displaying it when I need to. I have it set up on my Stream Deck, my Elgato Stream Deck, and I just push a button and I move over to theirs, whatever they're streaming to me from their sim. And that's how we're doing it. Dr. No Thumb's on here, Mike's on here, Noiseboy Mike, Ace is on here. P Delta Bravo, he was he did the world photography session with us. I've still got his stream session set up. So that's how we're doing it, and this gives everybody variety, especially when my sim isn't working or I'm flying somewhere and we want to see where they're flying and what plane they're flying. We're doing something similar to this with the Microsoft official channel, but they're using OBS Ninja to do their screen captures. And that requires you to move their screens into specific areas and leave them there, and then switch between them. So that works too. But I like the fact that our Zoom meeting lets whoever's speaking shows up on the Zoom face. So when it changes over to Ace when he's speaking, that's Zoom meeting stuff, and that's why I like using that instead of OBS Ninja. And then the screen capture, we're doing direct stream from their OBS to me. Yeah. So Manx, I can add you in there for sure. I just need to open up a port for you and I'll have to give you the URL. All right. Giving me your stream URL does nothing. I have to give you a stream URL that comes to me. All right. And then we can do that for sure. And then we can see your screen also. And I've got an extra slot I can put you in. Yeah, by all means, let's do that for sure. So, everybody, that's about all we got, and we're coming up on the 7 o'clock hour. Typically on Thursday, we don't have long, drawn-out sessions, and we don't drag it out intentionally. We do just cover anything in the news and anything that you guys want to share. I think some of you did some uploads into Discord. I think one of you or two of you wanted the link to Discord so you could put up some cockpit hardware photos. So let's go see that. And I see a note there too, and I'll make sure you get that. And if we look in cockpit hardware, we're going to go see if you guys got something in there. Hold on a second. All right. Bless you. You still have a cold, Andrew?
There.
Do you still have a cold?
A little bit.
A little bit? Still there?
Oh,
yeah.
It's almost gone.
Driving you crazy?
It's just the dry tickle on the back of the throat kind of thing again, so it's getting rid of it, but it's going slowly but surely.
Here we go. That's what I'm after. All right. Right here. 1 second, you guys. I'm just going to send this out. I've got some requests for this, so I'm going to do it right now from my phone. And I'm going to forget, or I'm going to rush off to dinner, and it's not going to happen. There we go. Done. Super duper duper duper. And let's go over to Discord and see what's there for cockpit hardware, you guys. If I can just get to it. Where has it gone? I got too much on my screens. Over here? Nope, that's chat. All right, I'll move chat over. There we go. And Steam's in the way. Man, I've got a lot open up here. Let me just go here. And I never did bring up the weight and balance thing. Let me just copy that and put it here. Try that. All right, next. Coming over to my server here. Lots going on. All right, on the server. Oops, that's not it. On the server. Let's see. Oh, Howard's Lessons for Sale. Okay, there's a new channel there called Howard's Lessons for Sale. That'll take you to my Ko-Fi website. That's what that is, you guys. And that's over here, right near where you see my YouTube, where you see screenshots and cockpit hardware. Just down a little further, you'll see Lessons for Sale for those of you who would like to have the presentations. This one here on the Diamond DA40 XLS, we did have Thomas with us, who's the developer, on that session. And the video is almost ready. I was working some more on that today. When it's a Twitch video, it's 2.5 hours. That one was a long one. And I got to pare it down to about an hour and then publish it on YouTube. So that's a lot of work. It's more work than actually starting a lesson from scratch and recording it. It takes about 10 times as long to slice and dice to try and bring it down to the 1 hour mark. So this thing still isn't published as a YouTube video, but there's the presentation PDF if you guys want it. But you go find these things if you need to, you guys, and go buy them if you wish. And I appreciate your support for that. Screenshots, cockpit hardware. Here's the one we want right here. And we have some. This is Kata's dash build Q&A. This is her, you guys come here and see this, all right? This is her dash build. You're going to be amazed at what she's done here if you haven't been following her. But just even if you scroll back and see what people have been doing, like this is Kata's, we've seen this progress, and now we've seen her go back and revisit it and what she's been doing with it. Here's DJing in the real airplanes that he's been working with. Here's Ace of Spades, his setup. I mean, some gorgeous looking setups here, you guys. But you can go back and find stuff that people have been working on just by scrolling, and it'll go back. I'm sure it goes back to the beginning of time, which is years. Dane Seymour was just with us. I think he left. I think he had to Zoom, but you can see in here, here's his setup, you guys. We have seen this before with his cork board up above there, and you can see what he's got here. This is two, let me zoom in here. This is two SATEC throttle quadrants together. And that trim wheel is new. That's not part of the SATEC trim wheel. That's interesting. And then the Alpha yoke, and I can see he's got the Thrustmaster pedals, the little plastic ones. They work. They do work. Lots of people use them. He's got a clipboard here. He's got a tablet here. He's got another tablet over here, and a few screens. Way to go! Look at that. And here he's actually got Discord up, little nav map up. There's his sim. And here he is with the Twitch channel going on one of them too. That's pretty cool setup. That's amazing. He says his modest setup. You guys, this is not necessarily a modest setup. A modest setup is an Xbox, your living room TV, and a controller. That comes with Xbox. You know, that's a modest setup. Everything else is more elaborate. Everything here costs money, right? Everything you've added in here costs money. And he's got obviously the graphics card that can do more than one screen. That's always handy too, right? So it's pretty cool. I really like it. That looks super cool. So thanks for sharing that. We like doing that. We also like talking about what hardware you have and have you explain whether you like it or not and what you would do differently. And, you know, we like to hear that from people. So if you do have suggestions or comments about your own cockpit setup and you'd like to share that with us, we'd love to see it. All right. And so by all means do that. All right. Now we're going to move over to Mike and just see what he's doing. Crosscart down the runway, baby. That's nice, Mike. Thanks for streaming to us. That looks great. Nice, you guys. That's the Got Friends Crosscart. If I remember, Andrew, I think it's free. Is it free? Or am I dreaming? I don't remember. Can you hear
I don't
me?
remember.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if you heard me. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
The funny part is well, I check my community folder just because.
All right, while you're doing that.
God friends,
Okay.
God friends,
I'll
God
wait till you get
friends.
And then I'm going to show you a couple screenshots.
Oh.
Krabby1 says, missed by that much. And we're going to go show you that in a minute, you guys, to finish off the stream tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. Meyer Flyer says it's $9.95 US. Okay. I can't remember, you guys, because it's like I've done 1,000 things since I picked it up. So I don't remember. It could also be because we're partners. They probably make it available to us. And they're a great bunch of guys, you guys. You may not even realize, but Got Friends are high school buddies. 4 of them, high school buddies. And we met them at the last FS Expo. Andrew and I were filming. We were walking around the expo floor with our camera and filming. And there was a fellow standing off to the side. At the time, we were actually filming Jane and the whole Microsoft official setup there. And we were zooming in and what they were working on. And this fellow kept, was standing by the side. He kept watching us. And I thought, uh-oh, someone's watching us, Andrew. What's going on? And so we stopped filming and we asked him, like, how's it going? And he goes, I'm the one who made your plane. So he was actually working on the livery for the F4F.
I forget what his stream name is, but he's Got Friends. He does all the deliveries and the paint schemes and the painting and whatnot.
Here, this talented, skilled person sits standing there politely waiting for us to finish filming and to come up and say hi. He just wanted to say hi. So cool to meet the team. And then, of course, I got to meet the whole team when I was in Grand Canyon. They were there, or at least a couple of them were there also. And, we get to hang out and have a barbecue and all the rest of it. So, I get to know the team, and you realize that there are only 4 guys, and they know each other well, and they know each other's strengths, and they always split every project equally, 25% each. They all work on every project. It's not just you do that project, I'll do this project, you do that. And is that cool or what? And they, of course, whatever revenue comes in, that they split it 4 ways. It's like no ego, no I'm the boss kind of stuff. It was like, wow, no wonder they're so successful. And they're all from, high school buddies. Pretty cool stuff. And, here's some of the products that they make. I certainly love my F4F is for sure, yeah. Let me just show you now. Let me move over to my screen and show you some really cool things that were happening here. Here's Krabby1, Blairstown, New Jersey. He was flying and showed us this. Look at this. There is the parachute system. They call it the CARS, parachute system that you have on the SR-22. It's also on the Cirrus, which we showed off on Tuesday. But here he's deployed it. Looks like he's actually heading down when he deployed it. And There's a nice bigger picture. And let's go to the next. How do I get to the next one here? Oops, I guess I got to do this. All right, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, I guess that's, he's got the 4 of them. Okay, so then there he is heading down into the trees, and his caption is, "Missed by that much." I guess he was aiming for the airport. You know, when you're under a parachute like that, there's nothing more you can do. You cannot direct it. It's going to take you wherever the winds take you, right? That's the way it is in real life, right? And look at the pictures. Look at this. There he is in the actual trees. I mean, this is cool. As horrible as this would be in real life, this is cool. And you know, I did have one flight instructor that told me, if you ever have to put it down and there isn't a place to put it down, like a field, go for the trees. The trees will break your fall. I said, yeah, but it might break me. You know, and the instructor said, you know, your chances are the wings will break the fall. Even if the wings break off, they'll slow you down. You might be hanging in the tree, but you'll be okay. I said, so what if the plane blows up? He says, well, get out the marshmallows. You know, it's like, but this is pretty cool, right? It's like he activated the parachute system and he ended up landing in the trees. It was actually pretty neat. So that was nice. And this was our group fly on Tuesday evening, you guys. If you missed it, go back and see the VOD. We all had the Vision Jet rocking and rolling, except for the F-16 sitting here. And it was a lot of fun, you guys. It's a really nice plane. We had a ride with it. Here his caption is, Howard was so busy he literally had his head in the engine. Yeah. Oh, boy. This sim just cracks me up, you know? You know what I mean? Anyway, lots of fun. Better in the trees than on a 6 million aircraft parked at the airport. Okay. Mike says to Jeff, strange I didn't have that. Jeff says, our cross-cart purchase includes both MSFS 2020-24 packages at no extra cost when it launches on the MSFS $9.99 in stock delivery. Huh. Oh, you're not talking about your own. You're talking about the cross-cart. Okay. All right. So you guys go check out our Discord. There isn't just screenshots and cockpit hardware. There's everything you could ever think of. We're also looking for flight plan ideas. We're also looking for flight plans. All right. Give us your ideas. We'll use them. We have used them before. That's great. And there's a ton more stuff here if you want to go see what's going on Discord. And lots of things that we can talk about. And lots of people will answer your questions for you on our Discord server. That's all we got for today. Don't forget, Say Intentions and everybody else is at FS Weekend this weekend. And I think Say Intentions has sent me a note saying they are resetting the 24-hour trial for the weekend, because there'll be a lot of people at FS Weekend that want to try it also. So they're just blanket resetting. So if you did the trial when we were doing the approach to Lake Parker, the Lake Parker approach for Sun and Fun a while back, if you did the trial and now it's expired, you can go back and get the trial again and use Say Intentions again, you guys. So by all means do that. Keep in mind that any kind of support that you might need could have slower responses, because the whole team is at FS Weekend across the pond here, and they're going to be busy. So they're going to get to their phones when they can, but they got people in front of them, right? So keep that in mind, right?
There's also a big announcement coming on, was it Mike's on Saturday?
Mike, you're such a tease, man. Yeah, big announcement this weekend too. Yeah. So we're going to do our group fly Saturday, and we'll probably get that announcement while we're on stream, you guys. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a riot. Don't forget, in 1 hour, it resets our career mode, and you'll see how much passive you made, everybody. Let's hope my CJ4 and my PC12s, let's hope they made me some money so I can go repair everything. You know what I mean? Very exciting, Mike says. And he's not going to tell us anything.
Nope.
Yeah. Jeff goes, traffic announcement? He's not going to tell you. We can't say anything, you know? And Charlie says, I'll miss the group on Saturday, but we'll tune in on Tuesday. Quit being so busy, man. He's a busy guy. Yeah, we're going to miss you, Charlie. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, we're going to credits. Thanks a bunch for being here. And I'm going to say thank you also to YouTube for jumping in. You guys came in live. I know you're used to coming to see VODs, but you did actually take the time to come and hang out with us, which is a lot of fun. And we appreciate you doing that. We're trying to include you also. So pretty cool. So Tom Heed and Max, thank you for being there also. All of you in Twitch, thanks for, like an old homecoming here, you know what I mean? All these people we know, Andrew, they're all here hanging out with us. It's so cool. We really like it. Thanks for the support, you guys. Going to credits. Andrew, last words before we go. Say good night, Marianne. No. I caught him mid-sentence. He was about to say something. Don't you hate it when I put you on the spot? Take it, Andrew. P180 is called. Yeah, Max. I've tried it twice. I can't buy it, but I will get it. I will get it somehow. You know, something is going on. It's probably a Steam thing. I'll figure it out. No worries. All right, Andrew. Last words.
No.
Good night.
Just
Good
good
night,
evening,
John Boy.
everybody. We'll see you on the weekend.
See you on Saturday. And you guys, we still don't have a flight plan. If you guys want to do something with the new update, give us your ideas and we'll work with them. Otherwise, we'll have to dig something up and we'll have some fun on Saturday, no matter what. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being here. See you, Andrew.
See ya.